Hi everyone. This is something that's pretty hard for me to share, but I believe it's important. Darnell, he's been killed by the cops. And this isn't the first time it's happened. It's happened time and time again to deaf and people of color. They have it the worst. I've experienced firsthand how cops interact with me. Deaf and people of color were really oppressed. The police will follow us just to scare us and then run off, or look us directly in the eye through our car windows. Sometimes they'll even point a gun to our head. They'll sit there yelling at us like we're a horrible criminal who's done a terrible crime. Like I've killed many different people. It seems like they think I'm America's Most Wanted, and they sit there yelling at me, but I'm deaf, so I can't understand, and then they just leave. It happens again and again, and I just can't accept it. Now that Darnell's been killed, I feel even more nervous. Every time I get in my car, I feel like I'm going on a suicide mission, like I'm more at risk to get in trouble or be killed by the cops. There's people who have actually killed and done crimes, but the cops don't pay attention to them. They just charge us with the crimes and kill us. But those people are murderers. I don't feel comfortable. And people say we should assemble and educate, but we've already done that. There's laws been established. The power's been limited. They just need to be punished. They can't keep being excused, because if some cop shows up and does the same thing, they've been excused and let off the hook, then it will just keep happening. But they need to be punished and put in jail and take responsibility for their actions. Some people try to tell me that not all cops are bad, but that's not the point. You can't tell me that when one cop is yelling at me, the partner does something, but they don't. They don't intervene and try to mediate. They just sit there. They're doing absolutely nothing while their partner just yells at us. So what should I do? Should I call the cops? When they show up, though, whose side are they going to be on? Not mine. So I don't feel safe, and you can't tell me that all cops aren't bad. And it's happened so many times. Deaf and people of color have been charged with crimes and they've been killed. And people bring up the argument that cops are getting killed too, and it's just as bad for them, but that doesn't discount the fact that it's happening to us too. So if you really want to discuss this subject, make sure you include deaf people within the people of color genre, because we experience it too. And I'm not the only one that feels this way. I know many of you do. This needs to stop, because I'm more scared now than I ever have been. And you need to know that I don't feel safe.